Hey everybody, in this quick video, I'm going to tell you how many acres you need to legally hunt in the state of Texas. It also ties into how many acres you're going to need to legally discharge a firearm. Welcome to Landowner TV, where I make you smarter about your land, one video at a time. On this channel, I cover topics that landowners frequently have questions about. Questions just like this one. My name is Michael Morrow, and I'm a land agent in the state of Texas, and I love to talk about land. And I make these videos for landowners and people interested in land just like you. Now, I mentioned this is a common question, and it really is. Texas law enforcement officers get this all the time, particularly game wardens. So let's jump into the answer. The truth is, there are minimum acreage requirements across the state of Texas that set that minimum number of acres you need to own before you can legally discharge a firearm or hunt. But there's actually no statewide minimum. There's no standard minimum acreage set by the state of Texas. Let me explain. But let's take a step back for a second. Those of you who've been around firearms understand that they are really fun to shoot, but they have a propensity to lob lead projectiles several hundred yards at several hundred feet per second. So that's not really conducive with confined spaces or small areas. Therefore, for the sake of public interest, the Texas State Legislature passed this law. The law allows for individual counties or municipality to prohibit hunting on tracts of land that are 10 acres or less and located in an unincorporated area of the county or in a county subdivision. Now, don't think of a subdivision like a suburban neighborhood. In this sense, they're talking about a tract of land that's been subdivided at some point in its history, which are probably most tracts of land. I dug into this quite a bit. I called a few sheriff's offices and a few game wardens. And here's what the law actually says. It's unlawful to hunt anywhere whereby means and methods have been prohibited by county or city ordinance. And it is unlawful to hunt in subdivision lots of 10 acres or less in an unincorporated area of the county if prohibited by local ordinance. Okay, that was a lot of words. So what does it really mean? The state puts this decision in the hands, rightly so in my opinion, of individual counties and cities. I think it makes a lot of sense. In fact, one state game warden told me when I asked him about this, that enforcing this really isn't up to them because once again, it's not a statewide mandate. But violating this would get you in trouble with the local sheriff's department. Just to recap, there's no statewide minimum acreage to discharge a firearm or to hunt. Minimum acreage requirements to hunt and discharge firearms are determined at the county or sometimes municipal level. The state gives the counties the right to pass the ordinance that's most suitable for those particular counties. Now, most Texas counties have instituted these resolutions and ordinances mandating a minimum acreage requirement, and I think most of them are settling around the 10-acre mark. I called maybe a dozen, and they all had it around the 10-acre mark. So this is a common policy across the state, and it's likely, even probable, that the county that you're in has an ordinance like this. But once again, you're going to have to call your particular county to find out. Now, outside of these acreage requirements, it's important to know that it is illegal to discharge a firearm towards a residence or across a public roadway or even across a property line unless you have permission from that landowner. But those are just common sense practices. Hopefully, we're all doing our part to ensure that we're discharging firearms safely. But defying them can get you in big trouble. Just ask anyone who's seen an episode of Lone Star Law. Hey, I hope this short video was helpful. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you thought it was. If you want even more information about land in Texas, wildlife, cattle, etc., head over to landassociation.org. We have a lot of good content on that site just for you. Thanks for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.